Hey guys, welcome back to another video on what if Shane killed Rick in The Walking Dead. So let's get into it. We'd start by seeing Daryl, who's taken over Alexandria as the new leader because Carl's in a bit of depression right now from all that's happened and what happened with Shane. And my boy Gabriel would be a strategist on what decisions Daryl should make. And in Carl's dreams, Rick keeps on showing up, and all he can dream of is Rick. And in his dreams, Rick would tell him he's proud of him, of the man he's become. He's defended this community for years on end, and just at such a young age. Rick tells him to not feel bad about Shane's death, as he wanted it. He was miserable. He didn't want to live. We all knew that. He hated everything about life, but he continued on for you, but he didn't want to live. So you kind of technically helped Shane out. And Rick says, and he's proud of the man that Carl's become, and how he's taking care of his little sister like a big brother. And this would bring Carl some comfort to just know what Rick truly feels like and that Shane just wanted it. He knows it's just a dream, but to him, it's more than a dream. It's a visit from his late father. And after the war with the Whisperers, Benjamin sees something coming in the distance as the entire group are at Alexandria, as they're trying to help Alexandria rebuild, as most of their stuff was taken or destroyed by the Whisperers, and a lot of their, stuff and supplies was destroyed, and some of their other fences are also kind of broken up. And what Benjamin sees is a lot of people looking dangerous in masks coming towards them. And the group members would start raising their guns and tell them, "Why are you here? Head back now, or we won't be responsible for our actions." Negan tells the group that these guys seem like trouble and folks that don't seem to be messed with. The group would get their weapons out, and the second someone from Alexandria steps up near them, he gets killed. The group would look on in fear. Negan strikes one of them down with his baseball bat, which wasn't taken away from him in this universe. But then immediately these masked folks, aka the Reapers, start kicking Alexandria's butt. And the group would all just be stunned and frozen, and their leader Pope tells them, "Yep, these are the guys she told us about. Kill them." And slowly, the Reapers start killing people in the group. Duncan would get killed by the Reapers. The group try fighting back, and they give it their all, but they simply can't match up with the Reapers' strength at the moment, because they just had a full-up war happen with them. But then Eric gets shot in the stomach, and he'd lean beside a tree, and eventually Eric would die alone in this universe. Diane would be shot down by the Reapers. And eventually, everybody would start slowly getting shot, killed, and they just had no match for the Reapers. And the group fight back a little, but it's really just nothing that's saving them at this point. And Oscar would get shot and killed while trying to help the group escape. Some group members are kidnapped, but they're just Alexandrian residents who can't protect themselves. And then Daryl would fight the Reaper's top guy, Carver. And this fight would be a hell of a fight, with both of them trading blows, and none of them basically coming out on top at the end of the fight, though. And the reason nobody comes out on top is because Jesus versus Carver would happen. A fight everyone was dying to see if Jesus lived in season 9. And in this universe, he did. And we get the Jesus versus Carver fight we all wanted. And it would be a banger of a fight. And many people would start breaking down in tears after they escape, losing a lot of their family members or close friends. And the group would run off into the forest and escape. And they'd just be super broken. And nobody would say a single word. All they'd make noise is for crying. The group would be destroyed, almost. And eventually the group make it to the hilltop. Cal asks the group if everything went all right over there. And the group just staying silent, and Cal would realize something probably happened again. And Negan would start getting really close with Carl, and they'd become pretty well bros. Like, Carl would look up to Negan. Even though he knows Negan used to be a bad person, he knows Negan truly wants to change and has changed and has definitely redeemed himself. So they'd both become pretty well buddies. While Maggie's mourning everybody that she's lost because of Shane and a few of her friends from her new group, and just a lot of people that she's lost because of just Shane. And if Shane hadn't betrayed the group and not killed Rick, none of this would be happening right now. They wouldn't be suffering. She'd start getting visions of Shane in her head, and he'd be as evil as he was in the story. She'd get visions of Shane letting Glenn die, Shane killing Otis, Shane chopping off Herschel's head and killing him, slitting Beth's throat, killing her, and leaving Jimmy to die in the RV. And Cal would comfort Maggie, and eventually they would both get in a relationship. As Cal and Maggie were always sort of like friends, and they just seemed like the most likely before just Cal disappeared in episode 15 of season 9 of the show, that they could have really been like a perfect match for each other, as Cal was basically like a bit more aggressive Glenn. That's just what I'm trying to say. But anyways, guys, that'll be for today, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. And today I'm also going to be releasing Cobra Kai, What If Hawk Stayed in Cobra Kai, What If. Today also I'm going to be dropping another part of that, and that's going to be where they end up at the Sekai Taikai. And I'm going to be doing a couple of matches from there also. So, I'll see you guys later on today. Peace!